Hey everyone, back tuning into today's video, going to do the weekend forecast. Today, as we do every Saturday, having a detailed look at weather for the next 7 days across the British Isles. It's going to be another week of more or less completely dry weather, really high pressure again, extending out pretty much of the coming week. We just perhaps seeing signs of a change to more settled conditions right at the very end of the coming week, and more actually into next weekend. But this is a long way off still, but especially when you've got a pattern change taking place. So quite a bit of uncertainty about that, but certainly up to around Thursday anyway, it looks like it's going to be more or less completely dry for many parts of the country. So the fine spell of April weather extending out for another week. Before I get on with the weekend forecast, I'll just say about the ads. There's links to articles on all the pages at gazweather.com. Have a browse through widgets, any articles that you're interested in, please click through. You'll be able to go off and read those articles because you're clicking from Gazweather to where that article is. We get a revenue fee on what you're doing, and thanks very much for doing that. There's also video ads on most pages. They open out within the content, and when you watch them, they close back up again. So watch those video ads, and you'll be helping to pay for the website. Thanks so much for getting involved and doing that. The websites that we're using for the video got charts from website.de, and also radar pitch here and some charts at the end from weatheroutlook.com. Many thanks to both of those websites for allowing me to use their information, their charts, and you can find a link to both those websites on the links page. So very quickly dealing with radar pitch, there's not a great deal to look at. It's almost completely dry across the country, but we have got some showers just clipping the far southwest of England, down across Cornwall, and a little bit across the southwestern tip of Ireland. But generally, it's a completely dry day, as you can see from that. And not surprised, because high pressure is well and truly in control at 1,030 millibars. It's just into the north of Scotland, or centred to the north of Scotland. That's allowing this easterly wind to come around the bottom of the high pressure. So it means that for England and Wales, we will have an increasing easterly wind through the course of this afternoon, and particularly strong down in the south through the Channel. Really quite a strong wind indeed. You're going to be taking a Channel crossing. I'll take your sea legs because it's going to be a little bit rough with that easterly down across the Channel. But mainly dry day, good sunny spells in most parts of the country. There will be increasing amounts of cloud though getting dragged in with this easy wind off the North Sea in towards East Anglia, South East England, running across some southern counties as well. And then this evening that can start to tilt a little bit in towards the Midlands. So the rest of the sunshine will be in the north and west, not just today but tomorrow as well. Temperatures, maximum probably going to be around 15 or 16 degrees, but in that easterly wind, as it freshens up down in the south, it will feel increasingly chilly. As we go through to tonight, the high pressure is dominating still to North Scotland, pulling down this northeasterly to easterly wind. There's a little bit of a disturbance just developing where it has over Denmark here, actually, at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's going to run through the North Sea, probably produce no more than a lot of cloud, but it could thicken up enough that cloud to produce a little bit of light rain and drizzle, particularly towards the eastern coast. But for tonight, most places will be dry. Clearest skies will be in the northwest, but cloudiest skies will be in the east and the southeast. Under the cloud, temperatures will hold up at around 6-7 degrees, but in the clearer skies in the north and west, could get quite cold with some patches of frost around in places. So cover up those delicate plants if you put them out. Temperature could go as low as -2 in some rural parts of northern and western UK. Here's a chart for tomorrow. The high pressure dominating to the north of Scotland, but we're bringing in this easterly wind, and we are bringing this disturbance off the North Sea. It's going to bring quite a lot of cloud, I think, for England and Wales. It will be a much duller day than is the case today. There may be a little bits of brightness, particularly to the west, but generally lots of cloud. Best sunshine tomorrow will be for Scotland, Northern Ireland and northwestern parts of England. And that cloud, as I say, could thicken up enough to produce some light, patchy, drizzly bits and pieces of rain. If this was winter, of course, we'd be talking about snow grains in the wind, but it's not going to be cold enough for that, nowhere near. There's little bits of patchy rain and drizzle coming out of that cloud. That's always more likely the further east you go. Temperatures, well, probably just around 10 or 11 degrees in much of England and Wales. On the east coast itself, maybe no better than 7 or 8. It will feel really quite cold on the eastern coast, but the highest temperatures will be in the northwest with sunshine. There you could get up to 13 or 14 degrees. As we move into Monday, the high pressure will start to move back down over the country again, so we're going to cut off that easterly flow. So whilst we may start off with a lot of cloud across England and Wales on Monday morning, I think we will find it breaking up, burning away, dying back towards the coast. The coast could stay quite cloudy, but I think the sun will come out across many parts of the country as we move through Monday itself. And in the north and the west, it's going to be sunny, probably from the word go, though it could be quite cold again to start with in some parts of Scotland and northern England. Temperatures on Monday will be lifting up. With morning around sunshine, we should get back to around 15 or 16 degrees, so back towards sort of the mid-April average. 16 is 61 Fahrenheit. The high pressure is in control still as we go through into Tuesday. Some sort of disturbance here across eastern parts of Scotland, so maybe watch out some heavy showers breaking out parts of Scotland and Northern England. I'm not sure about that. I think there'll be a lot of dry weather around on Tuesday. Temperatures lifting up, could get to around 18 or 19 degrees, and that continues into Wednesday with the high pressure in across the country, almost universally dry, probably through the country, with good sunny spells coming through. Temperatures may be lifting to around 20 or 21 again, so getting very close towards a summer-like 70 Fahrenheit through into Wednesday. But then the high pressure begins to weaken and break apart as we go through into Thursday. We will still have a mainly universally dry day, I would think, for Thursday. Maybe an isolated shower somewhere, but a lot of dry weather on Thursday, but it's the synoptics that's beginning to change. Temperatures in the sunshine again could reach easily 19 or 20 degrees, possibly up to 21. 21 is 70 Fahrenheit, but that's probably the last day of that dry and warm weather, because as we go through into Friday, definite change there of low pressure beginning to take over as the high pressure collapses, some of it going off towards southeastern Europe, some of it going up towards Greenland, and just generally the idea is that low pressure is beginning to develop within situ. So what we probably find on Friday, it's a complicated pattern, what we probably find is an increasing risk of heavy showers breaking out as the atmosphere starts to wobble. It'll still be relatively warm, not as warm, but still temperatures up to 17 or 18 degrees, and that will be more than enough to start to wobble the atmosphere and produce some big sort of clouds, and heavy showers may start to break out, maybe even a few thunderstorms. And as we move through into next weekend, definite signs then of the low pressure beginning to move in off the Atlantic as the high pressure goes away. So it's low confidence. It's a significant pattern change, and whenever you have a significant pattern change, the confidence in the detail is always very limited, especially this far out. But I would just say that the growing risk over next weekend is probably for showers to be breaking out, maybe longer spells of rain too. Temperatures edging back towards, say, 15 degrees towards average. So cooling off and turning more unsettled is the general direction I think we're going in at the very end of the week and into next weekend. Finally, having a look at the charts from the Weather Outlook. Well, look at this, almost universally dry and sunny across the whole country today. A sparkling day, although there will be more cloud coming into the east. Those east means fresh, and that leads to quite a cloudy day for much of England and Wales on Sunday. The brightest of weather will be in the west, but even there, some of this cloud will push through, and there could be patches of light rain or drizzle in that cloud. The best of the sunshine would be for Scotland and Northern Ireland. Feeling cold in that easterly wind in the south, or certainly very chilly. But things improve as we go through into Monday. The high pressure slips back over again, so we cut off that easterly morning rain sunshine, and that starts to lift the temperatures. It becomes dry, sunny, and very warm as we go through into the middle of the week. Temperatures could be going back towards around 20 or 21 by the time we get through to midweek. And then as we go through to the end of the week, this doesn't really show because it's such a weak signal at this stage, but the overall picture is for an increasing risk of showers to start to break out as we go through into Friday, and then beyond that into next weekend. I think we do have that growing chance of it turning unsettled. So in summary, well, lots of dry weather coming up for the coming week once again. High pressure is going to be dominating for much of the time. So dry, sunny. After chilly side, it will turn warm, and then increasing risk of showers and unsettled conditions beginning to break out right at the very end of the coming week. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.